Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Josh Culbreath.
It really is a dire situation up there in portions of Washington, especially northern portions of Washington. The reason they're having all of this flooding is because there is an atmospheric river that just keeps training moisture over the same spots over and over again. And it's really night and day compared to the situation we have down here in southern Oregon. An atmospheric river like that would help our air stagnation cause, but of course we don't want any flooding like that. But going back to the air stagnation point, we have this air stagnation advisory in effect until 10 a.m. on Friday. It goes for the west side valleys and for the east side valleys too of southern Oregon. So just keep in mind that there can be accumulating pollutants just like when we have to deal with the smoke during July and August. So just keep that in mind. Now for tonight, fog unfortunately comes back into our west side valleys and it'll be a mild night. We're going to be in the 20s and 30s once again. On the east side, we could have fog rushing into the east side valleys as well. So there in Klamath Falls, we could deal with it. We'll deal with it in Medford and Grants Pass, where we'll be in the 30s and 40s. We'll be right at 45 degrees there in Brookings, where we'll also have to deal with the fog. Now, your bus stop forecast for tomorrow. Yeah, having to deal with the fog. That's going to be the primary thing tomorrow morning, especially along the coast in the valleys and in the basin as well, especially in the east side valleys along Highway 97. And it's going to be a very cold start on the east side, a rather mild start on the west side. So for tomorrow, the only thing other that is really worth noting other than the air stagnation and the fog is that we could have a few light showers during the middle of the day in northern portions of Curry County, but that's about it. So tomorrow, once again, the main story, not to sound like a broken record, but it's going to be the fog returning back to the west side valleys and more mild and dry conditions. 50s on the east side, 60s and 50s in our west side valleys, and 60 degrees right there in Brookings. And we're forecasting partly cloudy skies in the valleys, but keep in mind that depending on the thickness of the fog, that's also going to contribute to how stubborn those clouds are. And so even though we're forecasting for partly cloudy, we could have mostly cloudy skies. We plan on going to the national park over the next couple of days. Should be pretty nice up in the Cascades, a little bit blustery, a little bit on the cool side, but still pretty nice stretch of days to get out there and go check out Crater Lake. Rain and snow chances over the next 7 days look pretty pitiful, especially during the middle of the week. That's why our air is so stagnant. And the two big takeaways from this forecast should be that we're going to be dry and we're going to be mild. And there is the mild component of that as we are well above our average temperatures for this time of the year. So here's your full 7-day forecast. Slight chance of showers tomorrow, mainly in northern Curry County. Then we dry out in a big way. After that, in Siskiyou County, not a drop of water is in sight, and we will be in the 50s throughout the entirety of the week. Overnight lows will be in the 30s. In the Klamath Basin, we're also seeing high temperatures that are going to be in the 50s, and the basin, especially near that Klamath Valley, you're going to have to contend with the stagnant air. Not so much up in the higher elevations of the mountains, so that is the good news. But we have another system coming through towards the end of the week, bringing slight chances of showers. Then in the Rogue Valley, morning fog, dry conditions for the rest of the week.